Hey, what's going on, guys? It's TwoShot here from TwoShotsGaming, and today we're going to do my workstation. Kind of like my dream workstation. Let's not get it wrong. I got a nice little workstation that I'm using right now because I'm still working on the AMD build, which is done. The build is done. I just had a little problem with the motherboard, so I have to figure that out. And that's coming up really soon. The build will be shown on the channel in the next few days, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed. This I want to go over. I like doing these like little builds, and this one is kind of like I've been doing these PC builds. I got two systems built now. I'm going to water cool my sort of workstation thing, but this is the workstation I wish I could have. Alright, with a little bit of tweaks, and I had a little bit of fun with it. You know, it's kind of overpriced, but, you know, this is what I would love to have as a workstation. First thing up is the Intel i7 5020K. This is nice, easily overclocked. It's one of the better processors that you can have that has the 6 cores without going blasting over your budget. If you see right here, a Micro Center, you can get it for $300, which is a great deal. It's the lowest price I ever saw on this processor before, and it does great with rendering. It's a nice solid processor, so it's really cool. All right, next up, we're going to be talking about is the cooler. The NZXT cooler. I always wanted to try this cooler. I really like it. I like the RGB front. It's a nice solid cooler. It's a 240 rad. It's just nice and solid, all-in-one cooler. I probably would water cool the whole system, like custom loop it. But with this opportunity, I would probably pick this, have the RGB front, have it like whatever color I want the build to be. Which I wouldn't nail that down until I actually bought it, but just say like it would be cool to have an RGB little NZX logo in the middle. I just like that one. So a really solid cooler. It's a good quality cooler. It's got a lot of airflow, and, you know, I put custom fans on it and stuff like that, but it's really good. On the MSI, the X99 series. This is for SLI, like just about every motherboard. It's a nice black theme. I like that because one good thing, whatever you want to build with, black pretty much goes with everything. Then you can spray paint some of the heat sinks if you want. You know, make it look a little bit nicer, you know, give it a little flair, a little color, something like that. But it's a nice solid motherboard, does everything you want to do, and it's a great price again for X99. And it comes in like at 159, 100, you know, some places 200, but, you know, 159, 167 from Newegg. Really good solid motherboard for X99, like LG 2011 platform. Next, this was a little hard to find because I wanted 32 gigs at least. And I wanted a nice fast memory. This is DDR4 3000 hertz memory. It's a 32 gigs. It's 8 sticks of 4 gigs each. So I wanted to populate all the slots. Have it nice, like get full utilization out of every single one of those slots. So like, yeah, it's blue. I didn't have really much of a choice. But, you know, it's not too bad. And if I ever locked it down where I'm buying this build, I'll have a lot more options by then. But this is just something that I wanted to. It's kind of like to give you an idea of what I would like to have if I ever had it. The G.Skill's Ripjaws series it's a very good series too. The memory is really nice and really fast. So that would help out a lot in rendering. Alright guys, next up is the Corsair Force LS. It's a 240 gig 2.5 solid state drive. These are good reliable SSDs. The 240 gigs, nice and simple. I get 2 of them, put them in RAID 0. So I got really fast, lightning quick performance. It's really like a risk when you do that, but I'm going to have like operating system on it, like Sony Vegas or Adobe, you know, Photoshop, stuff like that you can just re-download and use again. So for a workstation, to get that speed, hopefully help the rendering time a little bit. If it does, I will test it out and try it. Alright, next up is the storage. This is where I went like a little bit interesting for me. I want to get WD Red. These are really nice. They're kind of fast. I got the 7200 RPM ones. 3 terabytes, so I got a lot of storage. I got 2 of them, so I could put them in RAID 1. RAID 1, it basically duplicates the drive. So if one of them happens to go dead, you have everything you have stored in the other drive. Yes, we're going to put it into a NAS or some kind of storage system later. But this lets me have 3 terabytes of storage that I can be a little bit lazy with if I have to be. You know, it's always good to do that. Just in case. Okay, this is like what I wanted to do. I got the Titan. I know, don't look at me like I'm nuts. I wanted to get 2 980s in SLI. And, you know, you got the 4 gigs. But I was thinking about it, I'm paying more money than for one Titan, or just about the same amount of money for two 980s. So you get the one Titan, it's perfect for rendering. You can throw a lot of stuff at it. You probably won't even use all 12 gigs. It's not a game machine. It's supposed to be an editing machine. You know, I could go with a, what is it, the Quatchers, I think they're called. The Workstation actual cards. But then I can always use this in the game one if I want to. I can use it to stream on or something like that if I want to. If one computer goes down, this one will back it up like crazy. It'll be a beast to back it up. You know, it'll be a little overkill for a gaming machine, but, you know, for rendering and editing and stuff like that, it'll be great. So I saw myself going SLI and stuff like that. You know, it didn't make sense to me. So for the case, I always wanted to use this case, the Corsair's 760T. Yeah, T. I'll switch the fans out because I don't like a red theme. But, like, I love the big side windows. Got a couple of bay drives. You want to put fan controls in there, card readers and stuff like that, which I'll probably have to do. But it's nice, big open. You can hold a lot of drives in here. You hold 6 drives right here, a bunch of SSDs going down the side. So storage I could add to this and keep it going. You know, maybe make a RAID 5 array or a RAID 10 if I have enough drives. Yeah, I think I have enough drives. I can do like a RAID 10 or something in here. So we'll have a lot of backup, a lot of mass storage. It's pretty cool of a case. Nice, simple, got a little bit of style. Really don't have to go crazy with style. Enough expansion slots for all the stuff I need. Nice power cutout, all, you know, power supply cutout, like everything. Nice and simple, right? This is a solid case all around. And the last thing, I kind of went a little crazy with this. Like the power supply, I got a 1000 watt power supply. Really bad pictures of it. But a nice solid operation. It's 1000 watts. It's got plenty of room for expansion. It's a fan test, Corsair link, all good stuff in there. You know, you got plenty of fully modular, nice sleeves, cables. You know, everything nice and simple, so. And there was, like, other things I was going to pick on here. I was actually, like, talking about, like, doing optical drives, operating systems, all that stuff. Which you need, but those are kind of, like, for yourself. Like, monitors, I'm not sure what I'm going for. I want some kind of IPS panels to get, like, a nice color out of them. But, I want to use, like, maybe, like, one nice 27-inch monitor. And then get, like a 24, turn it sideways so I get a nice, like, profile. So I can, like, edit it and stuff like that and still see the screen and stuff like that. Like, have more room. Maybe have a 2-monitor setup at least. Alright, so, I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun doing this build. There's a couple more that I had messages, because I haven't done them in a few weeks, that I'm going to check out. And hopefully another one of these will be coming real soon. So, you can check out the parts list. This came in right around $3,400. It's a little expensive. You know, especially when you throw a Titan in there, you throw in... You can cut all this in half. You can use one 240, one 3 terabyte just to store your videos on it. You can use a 980 instead of getting a $1,400 Titan X. You know, there's a lot of ways you can cut some costs. You can get a little cheaper power supply that's still great. I can do everything you gotta do. If you go on X99, pretty much all this stuff is gonna stay the same. The Intel processor, those are all good deals on memory and stuff like that. Because you want a lot of memory. You want to be able to do everything quick as possible. That's why you put the money into something like this. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed it. And until next time, peace!